Hello, everybody. This is Charles Anderson. I'm just a guy from Goodwell with a really great game idea. And it is September 7th. It's about time for me to go back to work, but I'll go ahead and report in on the day. I'm on Steam Greenlight. And one of the questions was game skipping Greenlight. I'd like to know your thoughts, about this thing. Games, yeah, well, I've already read some official releases by Valve or Steam, but yeah, Greenlight processes just for Steam. It's a game, and think it. And I replied, I like Valve's policy, and think on it in the proper scope of things. Greenlight may just be for a game, but once you're in, you become a dev who knows how to do it. So the rest of your games pretty much get an automatic in route for Steam. AKA, Greenlight is not so much about an individual game. Well, yeah, it is, but it's more about the developer's reliability to produce easily sellable games for a crowd that gathered around one great game of theirs. Read product recognition or developer recognition. Until then, sure, sell it however you want. And that's just Steam politely reminding us devs that Steam itself is just one of many options for publishing. There's games on Amazon Download. There's do-it-yourself file servers linked to PayPal or something. You just post your link, let them buy it. and this was my funny. For the really broke developer, buy a bunch of CDs, burn them up, and sit on a street corner unshaven with a sign properly misspelled. I has game, buy it, is fun, need food and internet. So bam, that's my troll for the day. I've been working on this converter to convert from Blender to XNA using XML and PNGs, and so I'm starting up my argument processor, and I'm targeting where they just right-click on a Blender file, say open with, and then choose this program, and boom, it spits out a folder in the same directory that the Blender file's in, of the same name, and then inside is whatever is tagged by the artist. Well, here, let me go over to there we are. Yeah, we want to pull in a Blender file. We want to be able to pump out whatever files we need to get only what we want. We want to be able to have the artist tag an item or items in Blender, and this tag will be written in the item's name. And so basically just whoever wants to make whatever tag, but the artist has just got to tag either the head item if it's a scene, or if it's a model and all subsequent bones, meshes, animations, then put the tag on the model. But anyway, there's only one unique. If there's only one unique tag, then that export will just be that and all the sub items, If there's more than one unique tag, then the export will separate them into folders. If there's a tag on a sub item, so in other words, like say your model mesh, but you only want like one of the arms, well, just tag the mesh, tag the arm, and it will only include the arm and any sub items on that arm. So only tagged sub items will be included. All right. So yeah, tagging all the way down to the lowest level, and so you should be able to get only what you want, from the Blender side just by tagging the name. Okay, so so I'm going to have my file class in this namespace Blender B2XNA manage, these guys will be private, but manage will be the interface with these commands understood. So in other words, somebody would have to have this uncompiled, or else there would have to be some notes or something. But anyway, the way I'm setting it up right now, manage will be the public interface for file. We've got the pseudo types that mimic XNA. I call it XNA parallel because I want to be able to do different stuff with my models than .model supports. So there we go. This is going to be all public right here. It's just, and it'll be expandable by whoever wants to expand it for their own purposes. And then finally, I have the translate pattern. Boy, right now I'm just thinking Blender, for the import, XML for the export, and possibly PNG for the export, because I don't know if Blender just stores the image path or if it actually tries to store the image. So, go figure. And of course, if I do this right, it'll be expandable for whomever. There will be a lot of try catches, and finally, because big Indian format strings in that car Unicode, yeah, the Blender uses ASCII, which is of byte size, and so that's going to be translated to cars, or cars, characters, and then the dump will happen in Unicode on the XML side. So this is where the dump stored. It's going to be public for now. Why not? I'll probably set it to private later just to keep people from accidentally messing with it. But I'm developing it, so it's public for now. And that's what my progress is. I've got my oh, and I'll probably be posting this to the XNA forum too for the progress status. So I got to get ready to go to work, and that's where I'm at. Later, all.